We need to remember why we do what we do. And today the stakes are even higher. I know over the years you've heard this speech a bunch of times. And you better believe we're showing this motherfucker humanity isn't dead because we're still alive. It's our time now. Let's get this shit started. What's the plan?
We're gonna kill a lot of aliens.
I like it.
Why do I have a feeling that's a big understatement?
You think someone could at least give me a high five?
That's only vaguely insulting.
Don't ruin this, Keith. What the fuck?
We don't use that kind of language here in Steelport.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What do you want?
I'm looking for rough sex and Kinsey scares the shit out of me.
I stay on top and you don't get to talk.
Deal.
Godless, unforgiving world. There must be one soul who calls for peace, demands justice. One soul who stands up and declares, we're gonna need a bigger gun. Rain hellfire upon hordes of gruesome flesh beasts as you blast through a maze of death. Wildcat gun machine. Strap yourself in for brutal bullet hell combat as you face bigger, badder, more revolting enemies with each step. Mother of God. You want guns? We got over 40 guns. When that's not enough, character upgrades. And when that just isn't wild enough, you become the gun.
stayed with us for 14 years.
The Nazis rule the world now.
I'll find the resistance. I'll find them and I'll help them fight.
B.J. Blazkowicz.
I thought I was a goner. And here you are, back from the dead. Ready to set things straight, Wyatt.
We are finally strong enough to strike and set operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over.
General Deathshead. He's nearer to us now than he's been in years. We eliminate the General, we cut the head off the crowd war machine.
There's one more thing. It's quite critical.
Resilient specimen.
Let me tell you how this is gonna work. I'm gonna ask you one question. You are gonna answer that question in a way I find satisfactory, and if you do not, I will saw your head off with this here appliance, you hear me?
Zur Hölle mit dir und deinem verdammten Widerstand!
Boom, 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 boom. Ich schieß dich einfach ab.
War never changes. The end of the world occurred pretty much as we had predicted. Too many humans, not enough space or resources to go around. The details are trivial and pointless. The reasons, as always, purely human ones. The Earth was nearly wiped clean of life. A great cleansing, an atomic spark struck by human hands, quickly raged out of control. Spears of nuclear fire rained from the skies. Continents were swallowed in flames and fell beneath the boiling oceans. Humanity was almost extinguished, their spirits becoming part of the background radiation that blanketed the Earth. A quiet darkness fell across the planet, lasting many years.
Come in, Chosen One. There are things you must know. The village is dying. The signs are everywhere. Withering crops. Dying Brahmin. Sick children. There is hope, however. A slim hope that few know of. The old discs speak of an item called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. It is said it can bring life to the wasteland. This will be your quest, if you prove yourself worthy. For that proof, you must first journey to the Temple of Trials. If you survive, come back to me. We will talk more. Our life is in your hands, Chosen One. Prove yourself. Find the Gek. Be our salvation.
Briefly, a few facts about Fallout.
It's a threat.
We can increase our chances of surviving nuclear attack. And the key to survival.
Protect yourself and your family.
The goal is adequate fallout shelter space for every man, woman, and child.
Be ready to assist in defense preparations in your community.
This goal can be reached.
Your survival chances against dangerous fallout are excellent.
Radiation is something we live with every day. We can face the facts about fallout and take action to protect ourselves against this hazard.
For fallout is only one of the problems which the nation must be prepared to meet if it is to survive in the nuclear age.
Environment called the Dome that has players battling for survival in an alternative 1970s world set across a sprawling wasteland. As with most RPGs, it kicks off with a character creation screen, and this in many respects will determine how you will play and experience the game. Most people will play in a traditional style, but the game has some very different experiences if users go off-piste. Let's take a look. The smarter you are, the easier problems are to solve. Making yourself as thick as 2 short planks feels counterintuitive, but that's the point. Play as a moron, and a whole new storyline opens up. Important negotiations? Why not dance instead of reaching a compromise? Trying to evade an enemy? Why not act like a fool and pretend you're a bird? A whole slew of special skills and a dash of comedy to boot for those who want to play in the lower IQ quadrant. It's a dangerous world and there's no shortage of ways to die, but perhaps what your enemy needs isn't swift death from the barrel of an assault rifle, but a little tough love. That's right, you can, if you're up to the task, play the entire game using non-lethal force. Clubs, tasers, pepper spray, and, if all else fails, a well-placed right hook with your fist can take down even the strongest enemies, allowing you to bask in your own sense of moral self-worth. At the other end of the scale is, naturally, the psychotic option. Instead of helping people and getting them to assist you, you can simply dispatch them instead. Yep, you can travel the world, meet interesting people, and then kill them. And by that, we mean everyone. There are 6 factions in the game and you can wipe them all out. But don't expect this to be a walk in the park. They'll send over reinforcements and support from all across the dome. Not only that, but you'll be hunted by vigilante squads who are rather upset you're hell-bent on murdering their friends and family. And once the dome is devoid of life, well, you can still complete the game for a rather special ending. If you're something of a misanthrope with a hint of glossophobia, then there's an alternative playthrough for you too. Not only can you avoid anyone being aware of your presence by slipping into stealth mode, but you can avoid all human interaction and progress through the game by hacking computer terminals, hotwiring vehicles, and a little breaking and entering too. Again, this will take you to a very special bespoke ending. There are a few other unusual playthrough styles in the game, but you'll have to discover those for yourself.
Não se preocupe. Tá tudo bem. Sempre estarei com você.
See the sunset. The day is ending. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let love warm you.
Até de manhãzinha.
I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes. I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile in a dream.
Me diz, Sam, o que a América significa pra você? Sabe, de acordo com meu pai, a gente era especial. O elo que mantinha todos unidos. Mais que uma nação. Um símbolo de esperança e liberdade. Tudo isso voltaria se continuássemos as entregas e conectássemos as pessoas. Ele sabia.
Sam, queremos que você vá pro oeste e termine o que a Amelie começou. O pessoal que ficou tá trabalhando arduamente para instalar os terminais da rede Kiral. Mas esses terminais continuam isolados. Precisamos que você os conecte. E para isso, precisa de um qubit. É assim que vamos reconstruir nosso país.
Ela tá bem. A extinção tá suspensa por enquanto.
Eu vou te esperar na praia.
E essa outra marca?
Uma mulher grudenta numa caverna.
Entendi. É a afefobia. Sam, eu te devo desculpas. Tu era como você ia chamar seu próprio filho se sobrevivesse. Eu devia ter percebido antes.
Não sei do que você tá falando.
Era você que eu queria mandar, Sam. O tempo tá acabando. Ajude a Amelie, ela precisa de você.
A gente tem que cortar laços para formar outros. Não dá pra ficar ligada a tudo.
O mundo ainda tá quebrado. Que nem antes.
O que não tá? Mas ainda estamos aqui. Ainda caminhando.
Nem todos. Eu não.
Qual é? Você juntou a América de novo, não foi?
Não era para você ter cortado laços e sumir. A presidente tinha razão quanto a isso.
Não tinha nenhum motivo para ficar. Eu nem era bem-vindo lá.
Qual é? Até eu era bem-vindo.
Já teve 5 extinções em massa, cada uma causada por uma entidade de extinção. E agora é hora da número 6.
Cuida do bebê.
Eu cuido.
Não achei uma matrimorta a leste de Portnot. O bebê já fez muito. Chega.
A ordem de desativação finalmente chegou.
Morreu?
É uma pena. Nunca viveu de verdade. Não nesse mundo, pelo menos.
Eu não sabia até você falar que eu tava viva. A vida parece a morte quando estamos sozinhos. Tô na praia, Sam. A nossa. Onde eu nasci. Me encontre.
Eu não sou o único que tá usando máscara. Tem aquele seu chefe, aquela mulher e... eu não posso esquecer de você, pequeno.
Já falei meu nome real? Eu queria. É Américo, de Américo Vespúcio, que descobriu o continente.
Mas e o Colombo?
O Américo inventou. Mentiu. A América é mentira.
Pra dar certo, tenho que te tocar. Feche os olhos. Agora imagina a Amelie e a praia. Você ama ela, né? Você ama ela. É agora.
Tá quase.
Ready? Once you go up, there is no turning back.
false truths. Will you pry these gifts from the unwilling? Or will you let them rot? Bring the glands back to me.
What are your orders?
At your service.
We have a new commander on the field. Operation is a go.
Charging in.
Kill confirmed.
Hostile targets are converging. Prepare to engage.
Proceed with caution.